The thought came to me about a week into lockdown, and I decided how I could diversify my own business, as I'm a virtual assistant by day, and obviously all the work had sort of more or less stopped. So it came to me, and I put it out to a few friends to see, you know, what they thought, and they thought it was a good idea. So I kind of rolled with it with them first for, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks, and then I put it beyond that, and I got a few more people coming in, so I can average on 9 to 17 kids every other week. So it's been pretty good, I have to say. The feedback has been brilliant. They've all really enjoyed it. I have 2 weeks left, which will leave me on 13 weeks. So I don't think we've done too badly. And at the very end of it all, they're going to get a little recipe book with all the recipes in it. So they're all delighted about that. So they can go back and make them all again and show me the results. So as you can see, I'm setting up here now again for this morning. We're going to make jammy thumbprint biscuits this morning. So I have a bit of prep left to do before 11 o'clock. But more or less, this is behind the scenes, really. My own kitchen. I have loved baking for the last, goodness knows, 14 years or something. I've been doing it on my own, so I have really loved it. And it has given the children an insight into the kitchen and a real enjoyment. So I'm delighted that they're going to carry it on when the whole thing is finished. So the whole process from start to finish, it starts at 11 o'clock and it could take anywhere in between an hour to an hour and a half, and it's all done via Zoom. So I will send them a link to my Zoom lesson about 5 to 11 or so. So they'll all get them on at 11 o'clock, ready to go. I've said it'll be as educational as possible. We have a wee chat beforehand, just so we're not starting right into it and let everyone join, etc. So I suppose the kids enjoy it because they can see different children, whether they know them or not. But they haven't seen children for 3 months. So really, it's something different for them. They're seeing other children do the same thing. They can wave to them, they can talk to them. It's been great that way, like a wee bit more interaction rather just either seeing nobody or over phone. It was even like seeing different ages of kids. Like it's ranging between 4 and 12. So it's a wide range of children doing it. I send them the ingredients and what equipment they're going to need on the Wednesday, the day after, for the next week. So that gives them plenty of time to get the ingredients that they need. I also can give them substitutes, so if, say, they can't get something or they don't have something, there's always something that can be done. I've also catered for all dietary requirements as well, so they're all recipes that can be adapted if you do have, wheat intolerant, dairy intolerant, anything like that. It has all been catered for that. I tried to make every recipe as store cupboard friendly or essential, ingredients as possible, or easily sourced as well. If you did run out of something. I know we had a bit of an issue with flour at one point. I even had it, so it wasn't only me. And then we also did, or every week I do, alternating recipes, so it's sweet and savoury. So this week it's obviously sweet, next week is going to be savoury. I think it's a very important thing that they understand, one, what goes into food, number two, how to make it. Even just as simple as we did chicken goujons one week, and it's even things that they can do themselves, like with just the parent observing them. So I'll say begin with setting a few things out, and I'll be able to say, now kids, I think you can do this part yourself. And it's great to see the parent actually take a step back and let the child actually do it. Or I'll say, where do certain ingredients come from? Do you know how certain things are made? Different things like that. And you can really see them learning something, which for me is great. So then when the things go into the oven, we have a thing called tidy up time, where they have to help their mummy or their daddy tidy up their workstation and get ready for the next step. So you'll see them all putting the things in, the dishwasher, the sinks. Then you'll have to get the cloth and have to wipe their workbench wherever they're working. And then we'll prepare for the next step as they're in the oven. So they're their cooling racks, or if it's a savoury dish, so maybe they set the table because they normally eat it for lunch, which is great then for the parents. So I'll say, set the table if you need to, get your, however many you're cooking for, that's how many plates you need, your knives, your forks, things like that. And then halfway through I'll shout, right, check your timers and check your oven. So they'll run over and they'll check it. So it's showing them that there's a lot of different things you have to think about. You can't just put them into the oven and leave them there, because some are going to cook quicker than another how, so you can't rely. It's really teaching them you can't rely on somebody else. You've put them into your own oven, so you have to take care of them. And it's given them a little bit of responsibility as well. And you can see the joy on their face when they've made their own lunch for a family of 4. And I'll say, tell the parents, no, praise away. You have to praise them or else they will lose interest. So you can see there's just a smile on their face. I made lunch for mummy, daddy and my brother. And for me, that is brilliant that they can do such a thing, if you know what I mean. So for me, it's more about that, even, giving them a life skill rather than just a new skill. So yeah, that has been probably the best part for me. It's been hard work. I'm not going to say it hasn't been. The setup is probably a lot longer than people realise, but I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. So it's a mixing of my love of the kitchen and kids together. So yes, it's been really enjoyable for me.